welcome to the Ivory customization tutorial. In this video, we're going to explore how to customize the specifics and the things that are a bit harder to customize on this template. So yeah, pay close attention if you're having difficulties customizing the template. If you've never used Framer before though, I would strongly recommend for you to watch our Framer Basics course. The link will be the first one in the description, so go there, watch it, and then come back here if you have never used the platform previously. So with that out of the way, once you purchase the template in the confirmation email, you will find the link to the actual template, and once you click it, you should see this screen. And from here, all you have to do is simply click copy project to my account, and this will load up the template in your own Framer account. So now, first things that I want to show you is how to customize the colors here, because that can actually have the biggest impact on the overall look of the template. And to do that, we have to go here to the Assets tab, and then from here scroll down to the colors, and then here you will see everything that we have. So to see the most impact, I will change the dark color to something bluish, let's say, and then the darker color as well, make it something more bluish. Text, just simply slide it over. Light, we're gonna leave light as that color because it's pretty nice and it goes well with the blue. But then simply by just doing this in a few seconds, we already have a whole new look to our template, as you can see. So this is very powerful. Of course, there's a few things that haven't changed, and we will do that right now. So to change this little rectangle with a texture, you would actually have to go back to the confirmation purchase email and then open the Figma link. Once you do that, you'll basically see this screen right here. So wait for it to load up. And then from here, all you have to do is just click this arrow, make sure you duplicate it so that you have editing rights. And once that is done, it just opens it in my Figma app, but I will open it in the browser for the sake of this tutorial. You will see the screen, and then here, if we zoom in, you will see this exact decoration. So you can just click it once, hold down Alt or Option, and then drag it away. Make sure it's outside of the screen, and then from here, what we can do is we can go ahead and grab our new dark color that we just created. So grab that and then paste it right here, and this, as you can see, changes this immediately. I just want to make it slightly lighter. Once we have edited that and we're happy with it, simply select it, go to export, and then make sure this mixed corner radius here goes to 0. Export 1.5x, and then select JPEG, and then export this image. Once you do that, go back to the Framer app and then select this image, go to the right side, and next to fill, click on image, choose image, and then select the image we just created. And just like that, we have edited the hue of this little decoration, and now it looks nice and uniform. So this is how you change the colors. If you find any other elements, for example, like the testimonials, what you have to do is select the layer, go down next to fill, we can select the dark color and then make it probably slightly lighter for here. Copy the value, go back to the border, make the border a bit lighter. And then once you have done that for one type of element, you can select it, right click, copy style, and then select the other two, and then just simply click paste style, and this will change it for them automatically. And I think this is pretty much everything that has not been changed. Just when you do that, make sure to go through all of the pages so that you make sure everything has the correct colors and nothing looks weird. So just go through them, check it. If you need to make adjustments, make them, and you should be good to go. Moving on, next up, let's customize the navigation. To do that, simply hover over it and then double click it. And then you will see this area. First things, this little line, I would change the hue of it so that it fits our new color, so more bluish. And then to change the logo, simply select it, go to the right side next to fill, go to image, and then from here choose your own logo. Once you do that, it will be inserted. It might be a bit weirdly sized, so you might have to adjust the sizing a bit. You can hold down shift, make sure it's the appropriate size, it's not too huge, it's not too small. And then once you're happy with that, you can leave it. Next, we have the actual navigation links. You can edit them by clicking them once, and then on the right side we have this nav link component. Here you can change the name of the link, and you see it immediately reflects. You can change the link itself. You can choose if you want it to open in a new tab or not, or if you want it to smooth scroll or not. If you want to add more links, select one of them, Control or Command D to duplicate it, and then just simply edit the values. If you want to delete a link, click it and then just click delete on your keyboard. For the button on the top right, click it, go to the right side, and then here we have these same properties. We have title, which is the text. We have a link, new tab, and smooth scroll are both there as well. So this is how you edit the navigation. Next up, we have the hero text. Now this might be a bit tricky to edit because it's a very creative layout. So if you can, I would highly recommend for you to stick with 4 words so that we don't face any unnecessary difficulties. But if you cannot do that, then I'll show you how to add a few more words in there as well and edit the layout so it still looks nice. So first word, let's say, what do you want to say here? Designing, so let's say designing the brands of the future. So for example, you can do something like that, and then if the sizing is a bit weird, you can always, edit this, make this a bit smaller, make sure that it fits nicely. This looks a bit too big, so edit that. This looks a bit too big, edit it. And now we should land on something that we like. Here you might want to unlock this, make it slightly less tall, lock it back in. Then the gap between it, let's make it like 12, so it's a bit smaller. And you can play around with that until you like it. And then if you want to add more words, let's say designing the brands of the future. Let's say if you want to add something after designing, you can, let's say, whatever here, you can do that. And then you can simply adjust it a bit, bring back the gap to 20. And then you just have to play around with this a lot until you get it right. For example, we might want to grab this element. So Control C, Control V it right here so that we have them both kind of separating the words. So yeah, it's just, this part is really about playing around with the layout, the sizing, until you get it however you want it to look like. But this is how you edit the headline. I know it might be tricky. If you want to remove these decorations, I'll show you how to do that right now. Simply select everything except the first text layer, holding down Shift. Click on them once, hold down Shift, and then once you've selected everything, click Delete on the keyboard. And then from here you can select this text. Make sure the width is set to fill. And then the sizing here, instead of fit, make it pixels. And then let's just make this like 80 pixels. And then here, now I would recommend to make the transform uppercase. And then just say here you can say whatever you want to say without limits. And just like that, you can edit the text. I would recommend to make it a bit bigger than that. So something like that. And then line height, you can adjust that so it looks a bit nicer. So that's how I edit the headline text. And yeah, hopefully this helps. Next up, let's move on to the CMS projects. So these are actually managed with the Framer CMS. So you can go to the top bar and open the CMS menu. Click it once, and then from here you will see the 2 projects that we currently have. You can either click it and then edit the info. So we have client name, slug is the URL address of the project. Then you have services provided. You can have multiple services here, just separated with a comma. We have a featured image. We have a web link. So for example, if this is like a web design project or something people can view online, you can put the link here. We have 4 featured images. You do not have to have all of them, but it is recommended to make use of them so that the project page looks full. We have year of the projects. We have an overview, a problem, and then a solution. If you want to add a new case study, a new project, simply click new item, fill out all of these fields, click Control S to save it, or save it right here, and then that should automatically add it. If you want to remove a project, right click and then just click delete. So this is how you manage the projects right here. Next up, we have the benefits section where we have these icons. We're using the Phosphor icon library. So you can simply Google Phosphor icons, and then you will see the full list of icons that you can use and how you can change those. Select it, go to the right side, and then you can search for an icon right here. So let's say you want to do like bolt or something, or like user, and you see this changes it immediately. Or you can click list and then pick something from here. So we have, you know, just a lot of icons you can pick from. Next up, we have the services. Services, again, we're using a component. So how you edit that, and you can click it once. Then on the right side, we have the service property where we have service name. So this is the headline. So I'll just write headline. We have the short description, which is this. You can edit that. We have the icon, and this is with the drop-down menu. So you can you know, select something and it will immediately place it. And then the link, by default, it's set to go to the get started page, so people can click on the service and go and book a call with you. But you can have any other link right here. If you end up adding service pages, you can select it, you know, and paste the service pages link as well. So that's how you edit the services. Next up, we have client logos. Now, to edit those, the process is very similar to what we did here when changing the navigation logo. So simply select the logo you want to change, scroll down, pick the logo, and then you might have to adjust the sizing a bit, so you can zoom in and make sure that it looks proportional to the other logos. If you want to remove some, I would recommend to either go with either just 4, 8, 9, or 12 logos, because it will look the best. If you remove just one of them, you will see that it looks kind of empty. So yeah, if you want to remove logos, I would remove the whole row. Simply select and click delete on your keyboard. So this is how you change the client logos. Next up, testimonials. These are pretty easy to edit. Simply go here on the left side of the screen and then just edit the text, the name, the picture. If you want to add another testimonial, you should select the testimonial itself. So here the title, hold down Option or Alt and then drag it away to duplicate it. And then again, edit the content. Once you've done that, select one of the 2 rows of testimonials. These 3 dots, click it and drag it and connect it to the new testimonial we just added. And as you can see, this adds it here immediately. And then if you want to delete a testimonial, simply select it and click delete on your keyboard. Next up, FAQs. We're using again a component here. So how you edit that is you have to double click it first. And then here we have the actual questions. You can click on the first one, go to the right side, and we have the question property. So here you can change the question here and you see how it immediately reflects, and then the answer here. So that's how you change the questions. Same thing for all of them. If you want to add more, select one, Control Command D, duplicate it, edit them, and then, you know, it's as simple as that. If you want to remove a question, click it and click delete. So this is how you edit the FAQs. And then last on the home page is the footer. Footer again is a global component, so to edit it we have to double click it, and then from here you can edit this text. You can edit the button, the link, the settings. You can put your logo here as well. So same process as the navigation. So if you want help with that, you can go back to the navigation part of this video and replace it. You have the contact address. If you don't want to have that, you can simply select the contact layer here and then make it not visible. So just like that. Here we have the page links. We have follow us link, and then here at the end you have this copyright notice and designed by Wise. This would be super helpful for us if you decide to keep it, because it will help us gain the domain rating and rank better on Google. But if you don't want it, it's completely understandable. You can simply select it like that and delete it, and there we go. So this is for the home page. Now the next page that we're going to take a look at is Get Started. So here what we have to do is we have to edit the Calendly link, and to do that you simply need to open your Calendly page, and then what we need to copy from here is everything after the first slash until the question mark. Sometimes you don't have this question mark, but once you have it, just don't copy it, and then just click Ctrl C, select the Calendly widget, next to calendar, paste what we just copied, and this will load up our correct calendar. You might want to edit the sizing on some breakpoints, so if that's the case, you can select it, unlock this property, and then expand it until it's all visible, and then lock it back in. Just make sure to lock it back in because it will look weird on different screens. Same thing for mobile devices. Expand it, and then lock it back in. So yeah, that's how you change the Calendly. Next up, on the About page, we have a few components that we haven't covered, which is this little animating text. So you see how it kind of animates. To edit it, it's pretty simple actually. It's again a component, so select it, go to the right side, and then here you can simply change the text, and it will change it automatically. And then we have a few other settings. So the type of animation, it can animate the letter, the word, or the line. Then you have per word, animate in or out. You can either show the overflow or hide it. And then you can play around with these settings if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend touching them if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, so this is how you edit the about page text. And then finally we have the team members, where you can, change the picture, change the title, change the name, the description, the social media links. How you change those, simply select it. And then here you have name of the social media. So let's say you don't have LinkedIn, but you have Facebook. You can simply type in Facebook and this will change it. And then you can change the link right here. If you want to add more team members, just make sure you go to the layers tab and make sure you have selected the team member layer, and then just click Control or Command D, and this will add him, right below the first row. If you want to add more, same thing, and then just change the info. If you want to delete a team member, just again select it from the layer tab and then click delete, and this is how you manage the team member section. So yeah, I think this pretty much covers everything on the Ivory template, but if you're still facing some issues, you can always reach us at wisetemplates.com, and I will do my best and our team will do our best to help you in your specific situation. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.